Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, and the second part of my Orc in a Hat is, of course, the Azhag campaign. As you can see, our little Snotling boys out there front as we are attacked by the defenders and army in Buchafen, Batchafen, Bochafen, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm going to rename it to, like, Jeff, and I'll forget to do that, but I'll do it definitely next episode. Probably I'll forget that as well. Never mind, the point is, we've got a lot of guys to kill. I overshot. There's a lot of guys to kill. But we're just going to get straight into it. You know, why hold back? Let's just get in there, get the job done. No mucking about. In come the little Snotling boys. Look at them, they're adorable. Getting stuck in right there, looking very good. I mean, they're going to die by their hundreds. But here come the boys, getting in behind them. Good stuff. All the way along the line. It's the classic. Just group them up, and then right-click on the enemy army and hope for the best. It's a pure orc strategy, i.e. incredibly simple. Some might say too simple. I would disagree. If anything, I think it might be overly complex. We've got them on the back there. That's looking pretty good. Got more orcs coming in from the flank. The Forest Goblin Spider Riders, literally the only thing we have which can hunt down these annoying missile units. And there goes the War, and of course that makes all of our units cause terror and fear, which instantly breaks chunks of the enemy army. Terrified, they flee. Also coming in from behind there. The War doesn't last too long, but it's enough to rout chunks of the enemy army, and then of course that weakens their battle line as a whole. I think having your entire army cause terror is actually quite strong. Little Snotlings, there's a lot of Snotling bodies lying around, but, you know, what they lack in upper body strength, combat ability, resilience, they make up for in... Have I mentioned the lack of combat ability? I mean, it's fine. They're Snotlings. They've got numbers behind them. Or at least they did. They're mostly dead now. Anyway, you can see a lot of these poor men-at-arms, state troops, get absolutely slaughtered and vomited on. What a way to go. I mean, there's a lot of very nasty ways to go in the Warhammer world, but I think being dissolved by stomach acid from a troll has to be pretty high up there. A lovely headbutt there, just carving. Jesus. Jeez, that was brutal. Look at all the giblets. There's stuff there that they probably need inside their bodies, not out. The Snotlings leading the charge. Good lads. Keeping them busy. Mostly kills so I could use the headbutt. How many kills have you got? 186 on Masher. It's not bad. Now we do have some of these crossbows and of course the Free Company militia. Other than just chase them across the battlefield, there's not much we can do about it. We're slightly slow. Are we slightly slower? Yeah, we're slightly slower than them, but they'll never get the chance to turn around and shoot at us. So basically we can just chase them around the battlefield until they die of exhaustion, I guess, or run out of space to run. York Biggins there with almost 100 kills, having carved their way. Look at that, 42 melee attack, 55 weapon strength, of which 20 is armor piercing. So they make a lot of mess very, very quickly. There's some armor piercing units that don't have 20 armor piercing. They just don't have that much weapon strength. Little blob of state troops in the centre here, still wearing that hot pink. Azhag right in the centre there. He's killed 51. I mean, I haven't even used any spells. So he's just hacked his way through a whole bunch of lads. He's having a good old time. And there's just little bits and pieces of the enemy army still coming back. I'm hoping we can break them. As you can see, the balance of power is coming. It's slowly crawling in our direction as more and more of them die. We definitely haven't lost as many of them as that little blob has routed. I'm hoping that might cause a bit of a chain rout, please. I don't really want to have to chase these guys all the way around the battlefield. It's kind of annoying. I need to do something about that, but I don't know what. I mean, chuck rocks at them? Chuck more rocks. Maybe more rocks is the answer. More rocks, less boys. still, I do like all my boys. So we're still chasing... I mean, only really the trolls and the spider riders are fast enough to catch up with stuff. Although spider riders catching up with stuff means that they turn around and fight, and then the boys catch up with them. Yeah, I've got news for you. You do not outnumber me. And there we go. It looks like army losses now finally taking effect. And there we go. They're all rousing. Phew. Honestly thought that'd be a little bit more difficult than it was. We just waded in, killed everyone. Nice and easy. Let's take the sort of anti-heroes. It's quite a nice little one there. Take the replenishment. Obviously, you know, we lost a lot of Snotlings, but that's what they're there for. See, I mean, expendable. It's in the name, isn't it? It's in the name. The Broken Chains. Seek refuge. Nah, kill them. The Varg tribe migrating to Ostland. Good for them. I mean, it's chilly up north, isn't it? It's better for them to be a bit down. We're going to lose all our Snotlings. You know, I don't really care about that. I'm not on level with you. Not super concerned about losing Snotlings. Azhag's Lads. More melee attack, melee defense, and leadership for Biggins. I mean, I'd be silly not to. That means our Biggins now have 51, 46, and 46 weapon strength, not to mention the additional armor piercing that they get as well. We're going to get evasion because here we go. 40 melee attack plus Foot of Gork. Foot of Gork is a very stompy spell. It's exactly the kind of thing that we want. So we could actually sort of like merge some of our boys here. I'll recruit 3, because I mean the Snotlings have been useful, but to be honest, we can afford to be an army of boys, and I don't see why we wouldn't be. Draka, a little bit, you know, I'm looking at Draka and I'm thinking, are you up to something, love? I would like a Goblin Big Boss. But let's, I mean, we're quite, you know, we've expanded quite far already. You know, we haven't been shy, have we? We've got a big hat on, and we've said, this is me, I've got a big hat, I'm invading the Empire. Looters! Those stupid gits have gone and plundered stuff from Boss What's His Name up there. We weren't meant to do that. We have made a pattern everything what we're going to do. Could get more money, but let's relate. I mean, to be honest, they'll probably be dead fairly soon, so sod it.
Your prestige grows.
Yes, alright, go back in your box, you creepy. Oh, hello, man, Fred, you big moon-faced wanker. What about an aggression pact?
I refuse.
Okay, well, screw you then. Screw you. Big and bullies, we're going to get this because bonus for all orc infantry, too good not to have. Definitely take that. I mean, the boar boys are they're just bad though, aren't they? I mean, what do we, what is this for? No, what's riders? There we go. Speed and charge. I mean, okay, it's a base charge bonus, which is probably better than a percentage because you know our charge, despite the fact the boar boy Biggins are shock cavalry, they're not actually that shocking overall. They're not actually that, you know, concerning. Really, maybe we'll get another archer just to sort of like pad that out a little bit. What can you do? Wizardly weapon, scrap armor. So that's really, I mean, reload time reduction is actually pretty good because obviously it means you can shoot faster. You'll be out of ammunition quicker, but you'll do more damage. And seen as most Hammer of War, a true elven hero has reclaimed the Hammer of War from the traitor Hotek. Okay, good for you. Hello. I'm not going to give you money for a non-aggression pact. To be honest, Ungrim's probably going to spank you. For which I don't care. Okay, 40... I mean, these guys are actually quite killy now, aren't they? If we... What's that do? Right, rigorous drilling. That's what I like. Real-time reduction for Orc Arrow Boys and range. I mean, it's not bad, but I think we're going to stick with that. Which means that our boys... Yep, good. Very good melee. And we've got a lot of them, so we can just sort of like swamp stuff. To swamp stuff. So this is going to give us more charge bonus and armor. I mean, again, They're just not very good, are they? I guess a little bit more melee attack, but I want to like the Orc War Boys, but they're just slow, not particularly effective, and quite expensive. Let's... Is any of this going to be useful for us? So, upkeep... I mean, we don't have any Goblin infantry at the moment. This is weapon strength for Orc infantry, though. So we go for Gobbo Crackdown. It's more speed, more weapon strength. And who doesn't want more speed and more weapon strength? It'll be better for another turn. I guess we'll upgrade. I mean, maybe we want to try and keep this? I don't know. I'm sort of like, not really, but on the other hand, maybe? You know, let's not just dismiss it out of hand. We've got Valmir von Rukov. Trespassing. What a bastard. What's he up to? Move every character to the Goromadni Mountains. Once Azhag was a chieftain of a little-known tribe, subsisting high in the Troll country. The Greenskin tribes in the far north are bitter rivals, fighting chopper and claw over the few spoils offered by the hostile barren lands. But it was there that Azhag found something, an ancient crown steeped in dark magic. Ever since the crown has provided him with dark powers and useful, if occasionally confusing advice, allowing Azhag to seize control of the mighty fortress of Red Eye Mountain. Now the crown whispers for further power, for it is missing a piece that is left behind when Azhag first snatched the crown from the underground ruins of the ancient Umi city of Todtheim. Intent on finding it, he must search Todtheim for any signs of the lost piece. We'll send someone up there to go and have a poke around. A little poke.
Deliver your missive and then get from my presence.
Now, you suck. So, I'm tempted to just kill you. Do we just kill you? I mean, you're marching, which means you're tired. We could just kill you. It would make Manfred like us more.
Welcome to mine realm. Let no man say otherwise, for it is mine.
God, you're such a knob. Alright, what if I join your war against Ostland? Is that gonna...
Assuredly.
There we go. Just because I could do without having to kill him as well. I think having some allies could potentially be quite useful. And plus, killing Umis is fun, so... Manfred better be thankful about this. Stupid bald-headed moon-faced goon. Anyway, they're hiding in the trees, so we're doing the classic... Oh, we're just going to charge them. That's... We've got a rock lobber, so that, you know, they're chucking rocks. We've got some spitters. But yeah, the basic plan is we'll just charge them and kill everyone. Plus, of course, they're all exhausted from all their marching, so, you know, they're pooped. They're pooped! Taking the battering there from the rock lobber. 32 kills already, not bad. And then we're just going to charge. Oh, I do like the guns. I do like the big old smoke from the guns. Oh, they're charging up. It's a clash in the forest there. It's gunpowder, you know, shots going off. There's trolls in the trees. This is where Warhammer shines, isn't it? But there's just pandemonium going on in the depths of a forest with guns and orcs. And men fighting trolls. There we go. We've got the Here We Go, which is going to buff our weapon strength to ridiculous... melee attack, sorry, to ridiculous levels. 83 melee attack, which of course means we're just going to carve our way through these swordsmen, especially with our beefy 39 weapon strength. Just carving through them.
Don't stop until they're all dead!
Yeah, you're going to have trouble with that, mate. How's things going? Well, there goes the war, and of course that makes us cause fear and terror. So that's instantly going to have a bit of a brutal effect on their leadership. You can see dropping down there. That's 24. It's not looking good for them. Breaking over here as well. Probably terrified. Yeah, terrified. So they're retreating. That, of course, means these swordsmen are now completely surrounded, which means that they're going to start wavering as well. These swordsmen finally coming back from being terrified, though, as the war... Okay, that's the only slight problem with the war, is that units break, run away, and then, of course, they're just running around, and that could be potentially slightly more irritating. But I think causing a front line to buckle almost immediately does have its benefits. See our orcs just rampaging through the enemy line. Lots of the Empire troops now retreating, chasing after those guns. Of course, once we get Vanguard deployment, it's an absolute slaughter, because unless they outnumber you, you just have to deploy right up against them and just charge them, and there's not much they can do about it, because they're not going to get very many shots off. I've had the old Azhag Vanguard deployment with a horde of big uns before, and it is absolutely devastating. You can see we're just hunting down the last few survivors. And there we go, the last few units retreating. Of course, this army's marching, so yeah, they're all dead. You're welcome, Manfred. No problem. The other Trickster Shard, that's actually pretty useful, because it reduces magic resistance for everyone around. That's pretty nice. Now, Drika is potentially an issue, but I'll worry about her later. For now, how much do we need to go into a raiding stance? Can we just do that anywhere? So I could go and raid these guys, because I need some cash. I mean, I don't need cash, but I need to raid to get some money. That's going to give... I keep forgetting that the orcs can just raid whenever, which is quite useful. So we could get another boss, couldn't we? Great Shaman, Goblin. Obviously, we've got some different types. We've got some forest goblins there, but we probably want to go for a... I mean, this. He's mushroom addicted. If we get a night goblin who is mushroom addicted, that would be nice. I mean, a strong war boss isn't the worst. Oh, I'm tempted. Tempted to go for Varag Foe Spike here. Maybe I'll leave it for the moment. Basically, I think I'm going to go and trash Kappelberg. Not for any particular strategy, but I'm an orc. I'm going to be, you know, warring, that kind of thing. It's in my nature. Such has been conquered. Good for them. Right. Gobby Gobbos. So melee attack, upkeep reduction, leadership, missile strength for Goblin and Night Goblin units. We're going to get Gobbo Crackdown, because that's going to give more weapon strength for orcs. I'm going big for the orcs, and I think it's the right decision. So shall we torch Kappelberg? It's right here. We may as well, right? It's right here. And yes, there's a lot of stuff here, but we've killed a lot of stuff as well. Mind you, maybe if I got like some Goblin Wolf Riders. I mean, what I want is squigs, right? Armoured Hello. Hello there. Colossal Squig, Armoured Colossal Squig. I mean, you're speaking my language in a lot of ways. Hill Goblins. Like goblins with spears. All that kind of shenanigans. That seems fine. I'm tempted to maybe get just some wolf riders, just because hunting down fast-moving, like particularly eating those fleeing units. If we had some goblin wolf riders, like nom nom nom, right? So if we were to like get. Okay, you're mushroom addicted, sure. Is that a bad thing? Is it a bad thing to be nobbling all those mushrooms, you know? Fuck it, Grutter, you're in. You're in, buddy. You're in purely so that we can build this. And then recruit more stuff so that I don't have to go chasing. I can just use my wolves to nom stuff. I mean, talking of that, what actually... So 22, 20, 24. They're basically just doggos, aren't they, really? I mean, they're not as good as doggos. Or are they? I genuinely don't know. Okay, we'll upgrade you as well. Basically, we're just upgrading stuff... growing, raiding, and learning, and exploring our surroundings. I know you've not moved, but that's okay, because you're just going to do some more raiding, basically. That's just going to be... I know they're recruiting, but we'll be recruiting in a minute as well. I just need some, like, Wolfie boys. Just, like, 6 or 7 units of Wolfie boys, just to run around. Oh. Okay. Hello, Ostland. Were you there before? Was those savages? Oh, what we got? Under Morslib's glare. I am not going to worry about that one iota. I'm just going to say, do nothing. Did you? No, it's probably because you realise you can run away from me, right? Yeah. Or can you? You can't really run away from me. Grutter, sorry, not Gritter, Grutter. Grutter. You run over here, and then you can help with this, because that'll give you... It's like work experience. Like, particularly brutal work experience.
It is time, my lord.
Okay.
Your reputation has grown to such an extent that other mobs flock from miles around.
Well, they would do, wouldn't they? Go away. Go on, shoot. Right. I want some of you. Doesn't need to be many units. Maybe just a couple of turns of recruiting. I think that's all we need. We're going to go with that. Because that's going to give us... I mean, if we got 10% reload time reduction from that, we've got 15 from that, and then we've got even more from the other thing. So our Orc Arab boys are actually going to be shooting really fast. I mean, they can't hit the broadside of a barn, but they'll be shooting very fast. Just gone. Shooting faster than I do. And that's saying something. Let's get a foot of Gork, because stamping on people's always fun. Right, we're going to do a little... Now, where shall I do a little war to?
So, you got my attention.
Riker, you're going to... You know what? I'll keep you sweet for the moment, because I don't really... Not really invested in killing you right now. Oh, you got on... Okay, good for you. Well done. The broken axe. Okay, I'll accept them, but I don't know if I'll use them. Not yet. I'm not sure. Right, you can just stay replenishing. And we will grab some more of you. So we need defences at Red Eye Mountain, really. We are losing a little bit of cash, but it's, you know, it's fine. And once we've got 6 units of these boys, we'll go and start killing some more Yumis. And I need to decide where to war. If you declare war on me now, I'm going to be... Get stuffed.
So, You got my attention.
How do I even know you? Okay. Okay, I genuinely... Oh, and then united against us. Okay, sure. It's like the other rails. Like, have you heard about these orcs in the mountains bloody miles away? No. They're there. Well, fuck them then. Okay, we'll accept them all. I say, then we'll probably just... Then we'll probably just, decide whether to use them later. Okay, we're going to do some raiding there. We want some defences here, just to be on the safe side. And obviously more money, because that would be quite nice. We're only losing 54 a turn, that's fine. We can easily make that. Now we've got our lads here. Now they did get a little bit of extra melee attack thanks to the mushroom addicted. I mean, yes, he is addicted to mushrooms. But, on the other hand, it makes night goblins cheaper. I assume because they're also addicted to mushrooms. It's like a mutual codependency type thing, which is fine, I think. I'm sure it can't go wrong. Tribes of Black Pit. What the fuck is that? Is that Grimgore? Is that Grimgore? Chaos stirs. Already? I'm in the middle of stuff. No, it's not. It's you, though? It's Tinnet Four Eyes. He doesn't look like he's... Oh, mind you, he actually might have 4 eyes. I mean, alright, fair enough. I stand corrected.
I am true power.
I did see a little Ostland army meandering around. I suspect they're probably hanging around. So we're going to move you over there. It's late, because, you know, I think they'll see Grusser and be like, we'll take him. So we'll do that. Put an income extortion. Oh, obedience. Yes, let's get obedience. That'll keep everyone more, well, obedient is just hit him with sticks. And if they don't stop complaining, hit them more. Basically, the beatings will continue until obedience improves. Hello there. Hello, Valmir. Did you just blunder? Oh, I keep meaning to do a war, don't I? I keep forgetting. I'll do that in a minute. Oh dear. This is going to be one of those days where the Imperial Army just wish they'd stayed in bed. Completely surrounded on all sides. See our lads with their redonkulous melee attack and weapon strength. I mean, even the Orc boys are pretty beefy. You know, I think some of them have got like 50 odd armor. 45 armor. 65 armor. That's not bad. Plus the war going off, which means their melee attack goes up and their weapon strength goes up, which means they kill things faster. Oh yeah, and it'll cause terror, of course. And yeah, so the entire enemy army is now running away. And I think enough of the enemy army are going to run away that it's basically going to go cause a complete rout of the entire army in less than a minute. Well, they came to the wrong neighbourhood. Well, we lost 72 orcs and they lost, well, everything. I'm going to eat the captives. So they've got a couple of armies hanging around here. We also unlocked the Moon Howlers, the Regiment of Renown, which is quite nice. So the Blue Vipers are dead. I'll accept refugees, sure. Confident and, oh, Hexenschnatt. Almost everyone in the Empire looks to the night before New Year, known as Witching Night, or in older times called Hexenschnitt, which particularly dread. This night is sacred to Moor, whose priests are the only ones brave enough to leave the safety of their homes in order to conduct their rites in the graveyards. The line between the world of the living and the dead is particularly blurred on this night, and the spirits of those who have gone before sometimes come back. The vile undead are seemingly energized by the wan, pale light of the moons on Witching Night, and scramble through the countryside, terrorizing the living. Because the regions of death and sleep are so close, vivid dreams on this night give clues of a person's fate for the coming year. Well,
Azhag is the act.
that's troubling, isn't it?
Sigma, no!
Right, well, you're no good.
Uncrushable.
I think you should be super dead. Let's give you route marcher so you can try and keep up with Azhag. Right, let's do our war. Let's do our war.
living green tidal wave of destruction crests, ready to sweep over your ill-fated victims.
Noted.
Choose your mark, and a trophy shall await you in their capital to claim once it is razed or occupied.
Oh, weapon strength is so good. I mean, we could just kill these guys, right? I mean, armor and untainted faction-wise, not bad. Growth and casualty replenishment rates are okay. Leadership and recruitment, bleh. Meh. I think the undead one's quite good as well. Oh my god, what's happened over here? Manfred, how have you lost Waldenhof already? You bloody useless bastard. I mean, ammunition, nah. We could maybe do this. Charge bonus and obedience. It's not the worst thing to have. If we, like, target these guys. And then go for Gork.
The boys are pleased.
Well, I should bloody hope so.
I am true power.
I should bloody hope so. Now, do we think we can take this on with a horde of...
Send me to bow.
Can we talk with you?
I'm in charge here. Would you mind as well?
Get a military alliance, and then we can both bop them.
No.
Now.
Oh, you do have...
What shall I?
Okay, can we take this on? Greta, if you can take these guys on. I don't really want to lose. Does it really matter? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. You kill those guys. Get some replenishment. Right, hop in here. Attaboy. Then we'll get... We'll merge you. And then we'll get 3 more. Job's a good one. Fine. Then you hit these guys. We'll just torch that. Do I raise it? I'd get some scrap. I do kind of want the scrap, so yes, let's do that. Let's get the scrap. We'll also get a bunch of other stuff, which is good. Can we upgrade you? So we'll give you scrap, scattles, or jagged weapons. I mean, bonus versus infantry is pretty good. So we could do that. Speed and armor's not bad, but I think the jagged weapons is probably better. But we need wolf breeding before we can get that, so we can't use that right now. We could, though... I mean, I quite like, because like having these guys, it gives them like 60 odd armor, I think. Because they have 45, and they get another 15. So they have 60 armor. Which is, you know, comparatively quite a lot. And silver shields, which makes them very tanky. And then on top of that, I mean, they've got 54 weapon strength anyway. They don't need more weapon strength. More's just being greedy. So I'm tempted to say, actually giving them slightly more defense just makes them a little bit more long-lived. Like the big uns, could give them 25 more armor, but that's not really going to help them very much. Whereas I think with these guys, having that armor boost is pretty useful. I think having this shot reduction again, quite useful. Quite useful to have. So we could get on with it, but you know, do we really need that? Well, magic resistance for everyone again, not super useful right this second. The big lads, I do like my trolls and giants. I like my squigs as well. It's a tough one. Maybe I want to make you a little bit more killy. I mean, Soul Blight's pretty good. Having said that, Doom and Darkness with the War could be very effective. Let's just do that. Okay, let's do that. I'm happy with that. I'm going to go Foot of Gork, and here we go, because then we can get Arcane Conduit, and of course then we get more Winds of Magic, so that'll be useful. You can instantly go into that stance, despite the fact that you just sacked shit, or raised shit, and that's going to give you... That's just going to make you a little bit more... Give you a little bit of heals, won't it? And you can upgrade that. Don't trust Strike. Now, who is at war with Manfred, pray tell? Where is the stupid slaphead? The baldy big slaphead. Who's he at war with? He's at war with Dryker. Okay, so he's probably fighting Dryker then. That's my guess. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that I need to obviously kill Talabekland, I'd probably go and help him murder Dryker, because it's Dryker in it. But I think what we'll do is we'll go and deal with Castle van Rauken, and hopefully that'll get Ostland off our back.
Ogres, my lord.
Yes, I know.
These brutish nomads are as strong as
Go on, back in your... Did I ask you to verbalise? Get the fuck out of here. Araby Sandstone. Okay, what we'll do is we'll go over here. We'll grab these first. Let's get these boys. I'm going to get the Mornfang Cavalry.
Unworkable.
And then you have no movement range left. Excellent. That is exactly what I wanted. That's a lie. That is not what I wanted. However, we are making money, despite the fact that we've got like a little herd of wolf riders. Okay, get some spiders. Spiders gonna... How fast are spiders? 84. They can't really keep up with the goblin wolf riders. They're not much slower, but they are a little bit slower. I'm gonna get a few more of them. Right, we've got 19 turns. It's a hit the capital, so we need to hit Kappelberg. We've got an army there. I was hoping to get the ogres and then come down and deal with that, but... Turns out the ogres used up all my movement range for some reason. Alright, no worries. Yeah. Alright, kill all of them. Do I just sack it? I mean, sacking gives a lot more money, doesn't it? I'm going to sack it. Sack it. We've got a Forbidden Rod. Azhag is finding that quite entertaining. So we need to kill Helmets.
Speak then, green skin.
Would you have peace treaty? Right. Good. Right, that'll keep you off my back for a few moments. And then I can concentrate on killing someone else. But first, we're getting imbued by madness, because that's going to reduce our upkeep for Orc Boys and Biggins, and also give Frenzy for Orc Boys and Biggins, which is fucking insane. Because that, as long as their leadership is not lower than 50%, it's going to give them big boosts to melee attack, armor-piercing weapon damage, charge bonus, and base weapon damage. Now, considering their base weapon damage is already pretty good, that's going to make... I mean, plus their melee attack is 49, and the Silver Chevron here is 50. So at rank 1, it's 47. I think it gives 1 per level, I think. 47, 48, 49, 50. Yeah, so it gives 1 per level. So they have a 46 melee attack to start off with. Frenzy gives them 10 more. So, you know, our boys are fucking terrifying. Especially the guys with the armour. Because they're very tanky to missile fire. Plus they can get right up in your face and just, you know, start shanking you, which is good. I'd like to give you a war ball, but you're going to have that to start off with. Now, we need to go and obviously kill Talabekland. We do need to do that. I need to get a little boy. Can I get a Black Orc Big Boss yet? Can I do that? Peace negotiated between Hochland. Lemir's destroyed. Lemire always dies very early, but then it tends to never expand, so it's not a huge surprise. Communicants once again spawned the sacred spawning pools of Peth in the city of Ash. Oh, good for them. Hello.
I'll ignore that.
Well, you might well do. No, I cannot. Not until I do this, which I'm going to do. because we've got the cash. So, we've got, yeah, lots of boys. In fact, what I could do... Why can you suddenly move like fucking nowhere? Oh, it's the War thing, isn't it? Like halves their movement range or something stupid like that. Why does it do that? I mean, it's not a big deal, but... Does it always do that? Is that a bug or what? Because you don't seem to have your movement reduced. But Azhag's movement is just shit. But there's no notes of how far you can move or why. It just, some reason, like, wars mean you just... I mean, I wouldn't mind if it explained it, but it doesn't say, oh yeah, your army's going to move a lot slower. It just does, and I've never seen anyone actually explain why that is the case.
You come to talk or come to die, humies?
Is it die? It is, it's die. It's die, it's fair enough. It's fair enough. Clan Grudge are one of the new clans. We'll accept refugees. And let's come and kill these boys. Alright, we'll continued. Tinnet Four Eyes has returned. And we've got more obedience, which is useful. Should really check what my settlements are doing, because I don't actually think I've paid any attention. Right, we're going to put our War on AI control, and then we won't have to worry about them, because then they'll come in as like an extra army, so it won't stop us from getting all of our units, which is the important thing. And we're going to kill Helmut Fubach. And then we're going to go on to whichever... Is it Talabekland is the city? Is the name of the province, and it's the actual city, isn't it? And then we'll go on to Talabekland, torch that place, and get some nice big war bonuses or something. But that is going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.